Imagine having a cheer team only ran by high school students. Woo.
Pasarela.
Hola Nicole, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
Hey guys, so I'm here with
Asherlovesya. Hey guys, I'm here to collab with Nicole.
So if you're looking for tips on how to get on cheer team, go ahead and watch Ashley's video. Link will be in the description box below, so go ahead, check it out. So let's get real with cheer. That was my phone. A lot of things go on in cheer teams that are not really visible to the outside world. So a lot of people often when they see a cheer team, they're like, oh my gosh, they're so perfect. Or like, I've heard things like that. I'm not saying everyone does. Some people say, oh my gosh, they're all mean, or oh, like
Definitely being mean. Like they think that we're all that, but you know, in reality, it's not like that at all. I mean, some girls are, but you know.
So a lot of times there can be some bullying within teams. Okay, there are times when some people may be like, they may have a passive-aggressive attitude, like, do it again, you did it wrong, or someone keeps messing up this routine, you know? Some people may not say your name, or they just like say it with a little bit of an aggressive attitude. Remember, some people are just tired, and remember, sometimes, often, some things are looked at in a different perspective. So some people may see it as like, oh my gosh, she's like calling me out, and she's being mean to me. Some people may see it as like, okay, she's just tired. Obviously, you can tell she had a really bad day.
Yeah, and also if you guys see someone getting bullied, like go and comfort that person so they don't feel alone and they don't feel like they're actually being bullied. And you know, also talk with your team and try to be like, hey, you guys, we need to be nicer to this person because you know we put her down as a team, and that shouldn't be what we should be doing.
Try to support them. Something that really, I think, is really nice to have on a team is when you have a person, like a teammate, who's like willing to stand up for you as well. Like, let's say someone on your team is being really mean to you and targeting you. Sometimes when you have that teammate to back you up, like, hey, like, you know.
Or you could personally go up to the captains and let them know what's going on and be like, we need to support her more because she's feeling down and a lot of people are targeting towards her. So we should talk with our captains. Also, captains are always there and we need to talk with them also.
And coaches as well, if you need to.
Coaches,
that's what adults are there for. So hey guys, I'm here with Lorelei.
Hi.
Right, so she is another cheerleader from another school. She's also going to be featured in this video to go ahead and give you guys some insight on what really goes on in cheer.
So just remember to be nice. Like, I know there's definitely like that fake niceness that happens, and then when you turn your back, there's this stink. It's like, oh my god, I hate her so much. Like, why is she even here? Like, that doesn't help the team. If anything, it makes it worse, and you don't want to communicate with each other. And then when you're not communicating, things happen, and stunts go bad, or people get hurt, and that is not good because that has happened before.
Another thing about cheer, a lot of people think about, it's like, some people are like, I don't want to do cheer because everyone's so skinny or everyone's like so fit. Don't ever let that stop you from trying to try out for cheer. I mean, you do it. Don't let anybody stop you.
That's a lot what girls think about. Like, they think that if they're not fit enough, but it doesn't matter. We're all in different sizes, and that's what a cheer team is supposed to look like. You just have to be really sharp, and that's what they're gonna talk to you about, being sharp all the time, and it's not really what your body image looks like.
So if you can't run an 8 mile, you're fine. For real.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Your body is beautiful.
Exactly.
Like, if you think you're fat, you're not.
I know. If you can run a mile, go for it. Like, if you can't run a mile, if you can run a mile, you're fine. And if you can't run a mile, it's fine too.
And if you want to run a 10:30 mile,
dude, do it.
Run a 10:30 mile. Let's just say, like, you're on the team. Don't compare yourself constantly to everybody else, because you guys all have your own strong points. And like, if you just compare yourself to everyone else, then you're gonna feel really bad. And like certain situations, like some things are just like chance, like where you get put in formations or stuff like that. And sometimes like you have a bad day, and like you can't constantly look at everybody else and put yourself down because of how good they are.
Yeah, and I feel like we all work really well together as a team because we're all like different in positive ways, and we all bring a different element to
the team.
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't happen really at any school. And at some schools, the captains are like the popular ones on the team or the popular ones
There's
in
definitely
school.
a bias.
And so, yes, there's a bias. And I think that should go away. But the good thing about what has happened with our captains this year, in the years that I've been on the team, there was no bias. It was who was helping others and who was making sure everyone got what they needed to do. And sometimes captains from junior year were captains senior year as well. And that definitely helped because they knew what they were doing and they knew how to get people to be involved and get people to just different places, and it worked.
A lot of things, a lot of drama, remember, it happens in different teams. I've talked to other people. This is not like, I'm not saying that this only happens or this has happened in our cheer team. We have talked to other girls from other schools, other friends, and they've said some things about their experiences. So it's common, and as you guys maybe see in the movies, it may not be exactly that way.
Definitely.
There are some differences which we'll get into.
And the drama, if you ever see it happen in your team, just try and avoid it and just stay away from it because it really sometimes does hurt a lot of people and it's annoying to some girls also.
Or different ways to go ahead and break those like bullying patterns that keep going on in your team. Definitely talk to your coaches. Tell them like, okay, I feel like our teammates are not being supportive of each other enough. Can we do some team bonding or some sort of some activity or something to go ahead and really have a talk and ask like, okay, how's everyone doing? Is everyone all right? Is there something going on? Is there something that we should all know that is important in order to help you or help everyone else, or ways to like make the team like stronger or have a better bond with each other or just more productive?
Yeah, it always makes you feel good and makes the whole team feel good, and it brings you all together as well.
Like, no one got close. You were either with your friends already and you went into the team and you tried out and you both got on and you were friends and you knew other people from your grade, or it was you had come in and you knew no one and you stayed like lonely because you didn't know anyone and you tried to get to know people, but they were kind of all closed off. And so team building really helps with making a team better and no stink eyes.
Okay, so I think good relationships between everybody on the team is really important because it'll help us work better when we're all trying to learn a dance or a new cheer or just bring like our mood up.
Having good team chemistry is always a good thing, so everyone's like always comes with a positive attitude and that everyone's like willing to work together.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta make a conscious effort to do it just as much as everybody else is, because you can't be that one person like who's being lazy or not practicing or not doing your part, because then it comes out on everybody else and everybody else is upset, and then you're not good friends. So we want to be good friends.
And then you get really annoyed at everyone.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. So also another thing, don't ever put blame on another person for like messing up. Don't be like, oh, it was all Ashley's fault. Don't do that. It's really rude. Remember, imagine everyone, the entire team targeting you. How would you feel? I know I'd feel bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so some people may like put you in the very back or may do things that they know may bug you, and that's just them trying to dim your light. And remember that stay true to yourself, and as long as you keep trying your best, people will see that, wow, like that girl or boy is doing like really good. They're really amazing. They may be in the back, but they stand out because they're doing their best regardless of anybody else trying to cover up or like dim their light.
It's all dependent on how you perform. So that's what they're going to be looking at. The audience is going to be looking at how you perform, not where you are in the formation. Because someone could be in the front and they could completely mess it up. But if you're just, you know what the dance is, you know what the moves are, then just be sharp, and that's all that matters.
Now, don't get discouraged by all that, because remember that cheer is still so much fun. There's still so much to cheer than just like the drama. Cheer is a lot of work. Remember, you got to be committed. There's some coaches are strict. Some of them are a little more lenient. Remember that you got to practice, and Also,
Practice makes perfect.
I would like to say I've learned how to bond with people and make friends with people and be a team, but that hasn't really happened, so I can't say that. I think one thing I learned from cheer is commitment and spirit. So you have to be committed to the team and actually get all this stuff done so that once the season actually starts, like football season starts, basketball season starts, whatever it is that you're doing, once it starts, you are able to go to practice every single day that there is a practice, and you are able to go to the games every single week.
also stay on top of your schoolwork. Don't let this completely like take your attention away from school, because some people need at least a specific or certain GPA in order to keep doing sports. And so
it's very hard for me. This is actually my first year in cheer. I did dance before, so I have some experience, but definitely going into cheer, it is a lot of work, and I did fall behind in my homework sometimes. But you just need to know that cheer is going to be a lot, and you need to be prepared to do all your homework on time and finish everything on time, study for tests and quizzes.
yeah, definitely. You also remember you're a cheerleader, okay? So many times I've heard parents tell me, wow, you guys are cheerleaders? With the attitudes, I see you guys more as mean leaders, and you don't want your team to be seen as mean leaders. Cheerleaders, you guys are leaders. You guys are role models. Remember, you guys are representing your school, and also you're also representing other cheerleaders, because a lot of people tend to go to stereotype us a lot. So
a lot, all the time. Whenever we see people like in the stands talking, to their sides, and it's always going to happen, but you need to always set that example of not being one of those cheerleaders that they stereotype us for.
definitely. And also remember that along with the work, there are like some people have, or some other teams have activities, fundraisers. Remember, cheer can be expensive, and if you can ask for a scholarship or some discount or reduce or somewhere to be able to afford cheer, definitely talk to the coaches or the athletic directors about that, because you don't want to let that prevent you from not doing cheer.
And I think most schools will always help you if you can't afford everything. They're always going to help you with their fundraisers that they have.
Okay, also some schools have tumbling. There's also stunting. Remember, stay safe. Also, don't bully people while stunting. Don't try to hurt them on purpose. Definitely don't do that. Imagine that happening to you. No. I've heard some stories about that. So, okay. Some schools do have tumbling. Not every cheer team does gymnastics or tumbling. It depends on privileges or the different opportunities your school has.
Yeah, stunting is very tiring, but it's really, really fun once you guys get all the moves and stuff.
I think one of my favorite parts about cheer is the stunting, but it's very minimal and there's not bigger stunts, and so if you know something, you do it, and you don't really teach other people how to do it because there's just not enough time.
Yes, football games, they last late. Yes, they are a lot of fun. Actually, football games are a lot of fun. I think that's one of the highlights of cheer, and I think that's one of the only things most people see from cheer. They're like, oh yeah, I only see them at the football games. Like, what else do they do?
Yeah, especially, sorry.
It's okay, go.
Especially if your team, your football team, if they win and they're winning, then it makes it way more fun also.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in your home team also in the home game.
Oh, assemblies. You guys also have assemblies. Remember, those are a lot of fun. If you're nervous, just remember, take a deep breath. Remember, you went over the dance at some point, because I know some people who only have one day to learn it, and so at least you went through the dance at some point, so you have some of it in you. So don't get discouraged. Don't be like, oh my gosh. Take a breath. I know I had a panic attack before my first assembly freshman year, and
assemblies are very nerve-wracking. Just what helps us is to not look at the crowd, not look at your friends, because they're gonna make you laugh and then you're gonna mess up, or they're gonna make you more nervous. So instead, just try to focus on one thing that isn't a person, or if it's someone that you don't know, then that's going to also help, so you don't concentrate on looking at your friends and then you get off of the moves and it makes everything go bad. But just think in your head, I practice this with my team and I'm going to do well in it.
lot about the shorts, the skirts are like, oh my gosh, they're, remember, also
Definitely.
keep it PG while you're wearing your uniform if you can.
All right, thank you so much, Lorelei, for being part of this video, and thank you so much. It's nice to have other cheerleaders from like different schools, since after all, you get different perspectives.
Okay, guys, so that's it for this video.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we really hope you guys learned something from this. Make sure to leave the comment down below in Nicole's video on what else you guys want us to watch. And remember, she's new to this, so I think you guys should definitely subscribe to her because she's gonna come out with great content.
Aw, thank you, and definitely also check out Ashley's channel. She's been doing this for a while, and she has some really funny videos and entertaining videos. Go ahead and subscribe to her as well. I mean, you'll see.
Subscribe to both of us.
Go like her video as well. If you haven't already, click on the description box below and go check out her video. She's gonna go ahead and make a video on tips and tricks and advice on how to get on the cheer team now that we've gotten real with cheer.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for
You're
joining.
welcome, Nicole.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, bye guys.
Wait, is this gonna be on YouTube? Yeah. Comment any ideas for team bonding.
Please like and subscribe.
And like,
Yeah.
try and make your practice fun, like maybe theme Thursday.